Hey guys, welcome to the classroom and to our session on printmaking using Linocut. It's good to see you here, and thanks for purchasing the kit and giving it a go. So the reason I decided to put a lino kit together was because when I was at art school, I'd spend a lot of time in the printmaking room, specifically using lino, and it would excite me with the beautiful artwork that you can make simply by just sort of carving into a lino block. So I decided during lockdown to get back into it and have been doing quite a lot of different designs during this period, and decided to put this kit together for you. So everything that you have in your kit is there for a reason. And I was wanting to really just start by quickly running through what is in your kit. And we will start by opening up our box, which is the Derivan blocking lino kit, and just a little explanation about what is in it for you. Okay, we'll just pop the box to one side. Okay, so just to explain what is in the Derivan kit. So we've got, this is what we call a lino sheet or lino block. The beauty about the this lino is that you can use both sides. Now you can see I haven't carved into this, but on this side I did carve into it. And I have also included in your kit 2 extra sheets as well. So essentially you can do 6 designs. So you might want to do one with me today and, you know, a couple others, you know, now, and then leave your kit and come back to it in a month or two and make yourself some beautiful Christmas cards or birthday cards. So it's a kit that you can continue to use for quite some time. Okay, so what else is in your kit? We have some templates. So I've put together 5 templates. We've got the turtle, which is what we're going to do today. There's a Waratah flower. We've got a little girl holding a balloon. This is very typical of my style artwork. Then the kookaburra, which I have the kookaburra design in quite a few of my other kits, and he's super popular, so I thought it'd be nice to have him as well. And then we've got a little fish as well. So all these templates will be in your kit, and so you can use any of those or all of those. Okay, we also have a pad of tracing paper, some beautiful cartridge drawing paper, which is about 140 GSM, which is a very good thickness for printmaking. We've got a set of graphite pencils. Probably the pencil you'd want to use today is your 4B, so you might want to get that out ready. What else do we have? This is like a hard roller. That's for rolling into your ink and then onto your plate. We have a palette knife for the ink, and this is what is called block ink, and we've got black. Now I think black's fantastic for lino printing, but you can source coloured block ink as well, but black and white makes a very effective artwork. The block ink is slightly different, say, from acrylic paint or watercolour paint, because it's got the perfect consistency for printmaking, and it gives you some really clean, sharp edges as well. What else do we have? We've got a hard palette in your kit, and that's to put your ink on a little bit later. I think that's about it. So just want to start by just talking about the tool that is in your kit. Now this tool is called a cutter, and if you go to the end, the base of it, you'll find you can unscrew it, and which I'm not doing very successfully here. Oh, there we go. And inside are the different nibs. So I'm just going to show you. Okay, so the nib, the different nibs are literally the different size sort of lino cuts that you can make. So the nib that I have chosen to work with is, my eyes, is nib number 2. So it's got a little number 2 on the back. But, you know, you're welcome to use anything you want, but I think considering the size of the lino plate, will run with the 2. So we'll keep that aside, and we'll just place all our nibs back in to your cutter, just so that you know that that's safe. And out of the way, then we pop our lid back on, secure it tightly, come to the other end, and we unscrew this piece here. Okay, but not completely, so we loosen it right up, and we slide our nib into the top, like that, and then we tighten it. Like such. Now, safety is paramount here for our lino printmaking kit. I really stress how important it is that we keep our other hand at the base of our plate, and when we move and make lines into our lino, we move away from this hand here. Okay, so I've got a couple of little pieces that I'm just going to bring over and show you how we cut. Okay, so as I spoke, we keep our hand down at the base of your plate here, and we apply a little bit of pressure. We don't have to gouge particularly deeply, but you can see that I'm pulling the cutter away from my base hand and making some lovely lines. Okay, so you may want to just pick up one of your pieces, and we could just have a little practice and get a feel for it. So you can make some shorter ones, slightly deeper, but just relax into it. Now let's just say that, just brush off any of the excess, that we decide to actually do, you know, a bit of a sun with its rays. So you don't have to do this one, you can just sort of watch me use it. Just some little ones. Okay, and I just want to show you when you come to do a curve. So I'm just going to create my sun here in the corner. Let's move that one away. So we're wanting to actually turn our plate around and moving the nib and the cutter away from this hand here. So I would, if you haven't ever done it before, is probably use one of your sheets on one side just as a bit of practice until you feel comfortable. And you can take it slowly. Take your time. No great hurry here. It's the other side of the sun, and maybe just a little bit of texture in our sun. Now, wherever you actually remove the lino from will remain white. Okay, the rest of the plate, so this bit here where we haven't carved, will be black. So essentially we will have a white line design on black. Okay, so there you go. There, that's just a little practice, warming up, I guess one would say. But you can turn it over and use it for your turtle. Okay, now we're just going to pop that to one side and just have a little talk about how to transfer your image onto your lino plate. So put these to one side and keep the turtle. Okay, so what we're going to do is pick up our pencil, which I recommend you do the 4B, place some tracing paper over the design. Pencil, I think I use this one, and let's just trace him. Okay, applying a little bit of pressure so he's completely traced. Now you want to trace all the detail because this is going to be your guide to cutting. Okay, so I'm just going to swap this over because you can see here I've now completely traced him and he is on my tracing paper as such. Just going to move this out of the way. So I actually traced on that side. Okay, now to transfer it onto your lino block, I want you to turn it over. Your piece of tracing paper, your lino block, and we're going to go over again and trace him on. So I will leave you to do that, and I'm going to move to the next step. So completely trace him on. Okay, so you see that he'll come out in line. Now I haven't completely finished, but I do want to show you picking up your cutting tool. We follow the lines. Remember what I said, we keep our spare hand down at the base of our block, of our sheet. Taking our time. Now it doesn't matter if you actually, it slips a bit and makes sort of a mark you don't want. It's all part of the artwork. Okay, so we continue to cut him out. This will take you a bit of time, so I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to just bring in one that I have finished. This one here. Okay, so this is one that I actually did a couple of weeks ago, and you can see that I've already put ink onto it, so that's why you can see some of the lines that have got a bit black in it. But these lino sheets, you can actually, once we've actually printed on it, you can actually wash it off, wash all your tools and do another print. So I'm going to load up the ink. I've got my palette is here. I'll just brush away any of the excess. Okay, get the ink here. Squeeze it out across here as such. maybe a tiny bit more. Picking up our hard roller, we're going to ink up our roller, and we need to make sure that every side of our roller is covered in the ink. That's better. Just wasn't rolling, I think, because I've used it so much over lockdown. It wasn't doing quite what I wanted it to do. Okay, so you can see there the ink has completely covered that roller. So we can put our palette to one side. Bring out our lino plate and let's cover that. Might put a bit more ink on it. Make sure I get all my edges. Okay. Okay, and then turn it and rest it like so. Okay, now I'm going to pick up my paper I've got ready here, and I'm going to lay it on top. Such, and I'm using the back of a spoon, but you can kind of use anything you want, but I find a spoon is easy. Applying pressure to the paper. The idea is to try and pick up all that ink. There we go. Okay, put the spoon aside. Okay, and we carefully lift it up, and there you have it, a beautiful artwork. So that's about it, guys. I hope you really embrace this and you can make the most of the designs I've done for you in the kit. And you know, maybe the more you do it and the confident you get, really think about making some lovely cards, because you know, it's original art, and it would be lovely to have gift cards that you can share with your friends and family. So I look forward to seeing you next time, and thanks for joining me today. Bye for now.